Diamond tanning. Diamond tanning is an ultra precision machining technology for generation of complex functional surfaces and extremely fine microstructures with the use of geometrically defined diamond cutters. And the cutters can be a natural diamond or synthetic diamond. The diamond tanning can be readily applied to a wide range of metallic alloys, polymer materials, and precious crystals. The properties of diamond, it only softens at 1350 degrees Celsius. That is, it can retain the hot hardness up to 1350 degrees Celsius, and its melting temperature is around 3027 degrees Celsius. And it is also the known hardest material in the world. This high hardness is important for reducing wear rate and enable machinability of glass and ceramic materials. The cutting edge radius of single point diamond tool can be sharpened down to 20 nanometers. So this sharp edge can be retained without a major wear because of its superior wear resistant characteristics. The micro machining using diamond tool could be performed at high speeds. There is another feature, very high speeds, the diamond turning process is happening, and this is to produce good surface finish such as mirror surfaces and high dimensional accuracy in non-ferrous alloys and abrasive non-metallic materials as ceramics, glass, etc. The picture shows a typical diamond turning machine, and its characteristics start from the vibration isolation and constant temperature control. In vibration isolation, for that it is mounted on granite beds with vibration isolators for the vibration isolation purpose, and the temperature of the machine components is kept at a constant temperature, usually within plus or minus 1 degree Celsius, in order to avoid the variations in dimension and the performance with respect to the temperature. The spindle is provided with aerostatic bearings and the tables which are sliding on hydrostatic slideways. These are provided to get high stiffness in both axial and radial directions for all axes. The high feedback and the programming resolutions up to nanometric levels are obtained by using laser holographic laser scales, linear scales, or optical grade glass scales as feedback instruments. It also has sufficient spindle power for high speed cutting, high servo performances, and high precision tool and workpiece setup and complete monitoring systems. In material removal mechanism, let's first consider the tool edge radius effect. In this picture, let R be the cutter radius and A will be the uncut chip thickness. And in micro machining, these values will be near micrometric or nanometric levels. In all conventional micro machining techniques, other than the diamond single point diamond turning, this A, that is uncut chip thickness, is very much larger than the tool radius. But in diamond turning, this value of A approaches, that is coming near to R, and the values will be in the range of micrometers or in nanometers. And since this reduced value of A, that is the undeformed chip thickness, it leads to an exponential increase in specific cutting energy, and this phenomenon is commonly known as the size effect in metal cutting. And in continuation with the tool edge radius effect. We will discuss the specific cutting force and cutting energy in diamond turning. So as discussed earlier, the reduction in undeformed chip thickness in the levels of micrometers or nanometers, we can see that an exponential increase in the specific energy in cutting, and this is mainly because of extension of shear zone and the decrease in shear angle. The next term is the minimum uncut chip thickness. So the uncut chip thickness is given as small a. So there will be a minimum for this uncut chip thickness. The value of A is governed by the tool edge radius R, and this magnitude of minimum undeformed chip thickness A was found to vary for different work materials. As an example, we can tell that in phase turning of electroplated copper, the minimum A is recorded as 1/10th of R, and observe the generation of rough surface when material was removed below this minimum A. So we can't go below this minimum value for A, that is in this case it is 1/10th of R for machining electroplated copper. In an experiment it has been revealed, and if we are moving below machining below to this minimum A, then the surface roughness is increasing, otherwise the finish is getting reduced. And in another example, this minimum A for aluminium alloys has been found as 1/4 or 1/3 of this R. And the significance of reduced A and reduced R are that these are related with the relationship, and we have got a minimum A for each and every values of R. So if R is reduced, we can reduce correspondingly the value of A, and the reduction in R and A are appeared that will reduce this projections, that is the projections produced by the lay pattern. So this can be reduced, that means we can increase the surface finish. Another important term which has been discussed under material removal mechanism is microstructure and grain size effects. And here in this picture we can see that the grain sizes are bigger, and it has been ranging from 100 nanometer to 100 mm depending on the heat treatment history. And we can see that the uncut chip thickness or the depth of cut or the uncut chip thickness A is much lesser than the size of grains. That means the individual grain is subjected to shear deformation in which chips are formed within the grains. So the grains within the grain, we are actually taking the cuts, which gives rises to microstructure and grain size effects in the diamond turning that lead to fluctuations in cutting performance and mechanics in terms of surface generation, chip formation, and forces. So the surface to be generated, that is a surface finish, etc., and the chip formation, whether it is a continuous chip or a intermediate chip, and the cutting forces, everything is depends on the nature and the size of the grains. So with respect to the type of grains, it may differ. So grain to grain or material to material, we need to provide different cutting parameters. And at last, in the material removal mechanism, and the most important is the ductile mode machining. And this ductile mode machining is a unique diamond turning technique where hard and brittle materials like glass, ceramics, or silicon are machined in a ductile manner. It is the materials are actually brittle, but we are machining it as a ductile manner that yields surface finishing that is free from brittle fracture. For showing this phenomena, The undeformed chip thickness has got a particular value which is known as critical threshold value. And if you are machining below this value, these brittle materials undergo shear deformation, similar to that in metal cutting owing to microscopic plasticity. This critical undeformed chip thickness, this critical value of this A is governed by intrinsic material properties, that is the properties inside the material, then tool geometry and cutting conditions. And this figure shows the schematic and physical views of groove on silicon generated with a single crystalline diamond tool. And here the experiment has been done with the different values of A. And here the A value is higher than the critical value. So the cutting, we can see that the portions which is having brittle cracks, so it has been affected the cutting the surface finish. And here it is then we are reducing the value of A, and it is now in transition mode somewhere near to the critical value. So the cracks are reducing, and when it is reaching below this critical value for that A, now the brittle material is appeared to be machined as a ductile material without any brittle cracks. The application area of diamond turning is shown. The important are in biometrics and CD player optics, then lenses, low vision aids, cell phone optics, mold inserts, space optics, space cameras, security systems, forensics, zoom camera optics, etc. Thanks for watching.